All right, Dr. Mike, we are live. How are you today?
Good. What's going on?
Not much, not much. Well, we have a lot going on. I just want to remind everybody before we begin on our short little topic today that next Wednesday, 6:15 at Stanlaw Fitness, we're doing a presentation on recovery, and it's really great. Lots of great information, and I'm excited about doing it because it's something that I've been thinking about, working on, and really putting a lot of energy into recently.
Anytime that we see people in the community that are doing great things like Mike Stanlaw is and Stanlaw Fitness, we like to reach out and support folks that are like-minded. So we're really excited about the opportunity to come and speak to Mike and his Stanlaw community. And that's 6:15 p.m. The address is
Six 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 seventy six.
676. Yeah, 676. And that's next Wednesday. So we're excited.
All right, Mike. We've been meaning to do this little topic for months. I mistakenly missed one of the Tuesdays, and then we had the holidays. But let's talk about a topic today, Mike. That when we were in school, for the vast majority of the medical community, this was thought of as not something that existed. It wasn't real. It was impossible to happen. It was pseudoscience, and that's the whole idea of the leaky gut.
It truly in the 90s, there was nothing in the literature, in the medical literature at all, that said leaky gut existed. And it really started with Kairos and the folks that were outside of the medical establishment that really started to look at this phenomenon that was called leaky gut. And we'll talk about a little bit how it affects the whole body. But it was amazing. And where it's gone to in 20 years is absolutely amazing.
Yep. So your gut, your intestines, your stomach, it's supposed to be semi-permeable. Certain things have to and need to get through, but it's not supposed to be fully permeable. When it's fully permeable, that's technically what leaky gut is, and that's when things like whole proteins get through, larger food particles go through, and they enter your bloodstream, and they create you usually some sort of autoimmune thing where your body's attacking itself, and it can create a whole host of problems that are literally too much to name. Just about virtually anything you could think of.
And that's why the medical community at first was like, it just they're used to kind of a lock and key system, and this was so diverse that they're like, no, it can't be. But there is a myriad of organs that it affects, and it is throughout the whole body. It's your sinuses, your immune system, there's chronic pain, your brain, adrenals, thyroid, colon, skin, you name it. Basically, the whole body is affected by it.
I forgot to say this is just a short summary of an incredible article written by Dr. David Jockers, a chiropractor and functional medicine doc, who has awesome summary articles and amazing graphics explaining topics like this. So
absolutely.
So check. We always recommend, and we always want to give him credit, and want you to go look at his site and his information.
Yes. So what real quick, some of the root causes for gut inflammation are medications, gut infection, low stomach acid levels, food sensitivities, inflammatory diet, standard American diet, poor vagal tone, chronic stress and poor sleep, poor bile flow and enzyme production, and a thing called SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. So that's really the root cause of gut inflammation.
Well, and it's ultimately the cause of your gut going from being semi-permeable to permeable, hence the term leaky gut. So you
Yes.
have to address all those things Dr. Mike just talked about. Um, Vagal tone or stress and your diet and eliminating toxins. And this article basically is designed to give you 12 nutrients and herbs that are available to soothe and to help heal your gut lining and help it become less permeable and more semi-permeable.
Absolutely. So what's first on the hit parade?
Yeah, well, when I look at this list of 12, Mike, there are a couple that I've never heard of before, which of course
Yep.
interests me. And then the vast majority are either things that you're going to be familiar with that soothe, it's just is soothing in general when you read them, and or just typical nutrients that are massive powerhouses in healing and health. Like the first two is zinc and quercetin, and those two, those have been at the forefront now with the COVID pandemic, and are just zinc is an immune boosting. Quercetin is a zinc ionophore, helping to get zinc into the cell to kill viruses. It's very healing and soothing, and are just extremely important nutrients.
Speaking of which, I found a great article. I don't know if I sent it to you, Noah, on post virus treatment. And, early on in the pandemic, we weren't allowed to speak the word COVID. And now we are, thank God. We have not been censored. But we'll pick that one up maybe next week or the week after. What do we
Absolutely.
have after? What do we have after that?
The third one is something that I've used in the past is L-glutamine. L-glutamine is an amino acid that the cells of the stomach and the digestive tract use to heal themselves. And it usually comes in powdered form. It's slightly sweet. You take it on an empty stomach, but it is definitely a valuable tool in the functional medicine's toolbox.
Yeah, I think what they say is it actually I believe it closes the gap junctions. It makes them tighter, which is really important. If you
Yep.
think of your gut lining like a cheesecloth,
Right.
you want those junctions to be tight rather than not tight.
Right. Next couple are things that you've probably heard of before that are soothing, which would be aloe vera, which can be used on the outside
Yep.
and on the inside to soothe things, as well as slippery elm, which is like a holistic herbal type of soothing thing that people also use to help soothe coughs and colds. But it's been around for a very, very long time in that natural health and wellness apothecary.
Yep. Next one.
MSM, which I believe could be wrong, is a methyl donor, and that's really important for health and healing the gut.
Yeah, you got that right on. That is a methyl donor for sure. Really important in helping reduce inflammation, detox. It actually helps to rebuild the gut lining. Really important stuff. Next one is N-acetyl D-glucosamine.
Never
Uh,
heard of it before.
Never heard of it before, and also just read people that have blood sugar dysregulation need to be careful with glucosamine, believe it or not. And I just read that over the weekend in a study.
Yep. I'm not familiar with that one, so I can't really speak on that one.
Yep.
Marshmallow root is kind of where the marshmallow today that we think of has its roots in the marshmallow root, because the sap or the essence of that root is very like sticky and gelatinous and can help your stomach heal.
Absolutely. That's a new one to me, so that's awesome. The last two.
Yeah, mucin is same thing, soothing. Chamomile, which is chamomile tea, Mike. I think you probably have that often, I would imagine.
Yeah. Chamomile tea. I'm sorry. There's what? Two more.
Two
Okay.
more. Now there's cat's claw, which again I don't know a lot about, but it is very common in the herbalistic apothecary. And then the last one is citrus pectin, which I've heard a lot about, which is really a really potent detoxifier for heavy metals, viruses, toxins. So it's a valuable thing to use to take and for your body to accept as a detoxifying agent.
Yeah, there's some really good ones in here. The citrus pectin I had not heard of, cat's claw, the marshmallow root. So those are some of the ones that I had not heard of. So it's good topic.
Yeah. So take it serious, take it real. Um, if you think you have some sort of leaky gut phenomenon, I highly recommend, as does Mike, to check out this full article. It's literally like a book and a course on leaky gut and how to treat it and what are the causes of it.
Yep. All right,
And
guys.
we're open today, 3 to 6.
Have a good one. Bye.